Yes. Holy cow.
Alright guys, so we're back in the kitchen. We're gonna be frying up grass carp today. Yeah, that's kind of all I got for you. When I was looking at the meat, it is completely different than common carp. You know, those things, they're nasty. We've seen some gross ones. And I think that just comes down to what they're eating. The common carp, they're sucking up all the algae and just junk and garbage off the bottom. Where the grass carp, their mouths aren't even shaped the same, like for getting stuff on the bottom. Grass carp, like it's in the name, all they do is munch on grass and weeds. And it's kind of hard to see right there. I'll try to get you guys a better video. But this meat is actually pretty white and it's got a good texture. For as big as they are, there's not a whole lot of boneless meat. I've seen videos where people where they'll take the pieces that have the little pin bones in them and just cook it or mash it, but I don't really want to mess with that. So right like along where the big ribs would be, the chunkier ones, not the pin bones, they have these pretty big fillets and they're pretty low. So yeah, I mean on that guy, that's all we got out of him, which I guess that's not too bad. So here it is, out the bag. I mean, like I said, it's a really firm meat, and it's not. It's got some red pieces right there. I cut out a little bit of them, but I think that should be fine. There's no real fishy smell to it. Definitely not like a common carp would. I've never eaten one of those, and I don't know if I really plan on it, but we're just gonna give these guys an extra rinse right here. Gotta grab some paper towels here too to dry them off before we fry them. Yep, we're just gonna take that, throw them on some paper towels, get them dried off. Just kind of continue that with all these guys. You don't want any dirty or slimy meat, which I mean, these guys, like I said, they have a really good firmness to them. Like they're not brittle, especially like that bowfin. Those were about like mud. So I'm just gonna take paper towels again. Just make sure they're really good and dry. You don't want any extra water in them if you can help it. That'll help with the frying process and just make it a little bit easier on yourself. So this is everything I'm going to be using today, nothing else. This is going to be a new thing for me. I've never tried this in New Orleans. Seasoned fish fry breading mix. Seems pretty easy. I don't think you even do it in anything else. Prepare seafood in cold water. I guess I'll do that so it turns out right. But so you got your fry mix, cutting board, fish, oil, and they recommended a plastic baggie to shake the meat in so you get it evenly coated. So we're gonna work on that. I guess I'm gonna get these guys in cold water. Alright, so we're gonna see how this goes. I don't know how much this will need. It's got a good smell. Nothing too crazy. Pretty good. Try to get that off. I'm just gonna pour some of that there. I can't imagine we'll need too much, but we might. Alright, so right now we're just gonna get the oil ready. Set about an inch deep. I don't know if we're gonna do all that much. These things are pretty thin. And I want to save some of this oil. That's probably good right there. And when that gets up to temperature, we'll be ready to fry. Alright, fillets have sat in the cold water for a little bit now. Just gonna drain off the excess water. Soak it up. And this should be good to go in the batter. Alright, so I think I'm actually gonna chunk these up a little bit, just so that they're a little smaller. It cuts pretty good. Some nice smaller pieces, maybe they'll fry a little nicer. It's really firm. It's a really, really firm meat. Alright, so we got them all chunked up, ready to go. We got our stuff right there. I'm just gonna throw in a couple pieces at a time. That's really good. Make sure there's a little bit of air left in there. Blow it up like a balloon. So let's shake. It looks like it's definitely going to be a light coating, so we're going to really taste the fish. Alright, so now that we got all the fish coated, little pieces, we're going to see if this is hot enough. Let's throw a little piece in there. Oh yeah, that's hot enough. Just going to throw them all in there like that, and we should be good to go. They've been in there for a couple minutes now. I'm just gonna roll them over to get the other sides. Alright guys, here we go. Grass carp. Picture for you. Smells fine. Success. If someone gave that to me and said it was like a chicken tender or something, I'd believe it. That's so good. That salt I added at the end was like a nice touch. I mean, look at how white that meat is right there. You can't tell me that don't look good. Looks just like chicken. That is crazy. So far, we're 2 for 2 for the North Carolina fish. Both weird ones that you might not think would be good, but so good. And way better than any pan fish we have around here. I mean, those are good. Like, that is just a really, really good fish. And I mean, like I said, it's a carp. You wouldn't expect that. But I just think it goes to what they're eating and what kind of water they're in. Like, it's a pretty big lake that these guys are in. And you don't really have much for runoff. You know, like there's no giant cities right beside it. So, yeah, the water's probably fairly clean compared to the stuff the carp are living in around here. Yeah, it worked really good. Alright guys, so that was another really good fish. I mean, I'm gonna give that at least, I honestly like that better than the bowfin. I gave that like a 9 or 9.5. So I'm gonna give that on a fish scale like a 9.6. For carp, like a 10 out of 10. That was just really good. Like they got my mind's blown about how good that is. You guys, I definitely would recommend that. It was easy, simple to clean, not a huge hassle, just really, really easy to do. I hope you guys are kind of enjoying this series of, you know, catching and cooking stuff. I like eating all this stuff because it's just neat and it's not something that everyone tries. So, and I'll be honest about it. I'll tell you if it's junk or not. So it's just kind of neat to try these fish and see if the rumors are true or not. But this is going to be all for today's video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one.